Way to bring home that W. Yo, can you give me a pair of the Chicago Warriors?
Fans live for games like this one.
Live coverage of the NBA here on 2K Sports. With the All-Star game behind us, Greg, what's the focus now for teams that find themselves far outside of the playoff picture?
It depends on the team, Kevin, but in my opinion, it's all about competing and building a foundation for next season. Use the time you have to consistently improve.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Reza Shea is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Okongwu. And it's Pumpkin in at the 1. Now here's White. Pass to MP. Back to White. MP with a screen on Anunoby. White drives in, and White with the stuff.
Well, you know, White is quietly one of the league's most effective finishers on the drive.
Here's Buffkin, covered by MP. Okongwu a screen. Pocket 6. After Reza Shea. 16 feet away. Rebounded by Tatum.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Takes the 13-footer. Porzingis with the rebound. Brown feeling it out a bit. And MP throws it down.
This young kid's got some ups. MP throwing it down.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Here's Buffkin. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Anunoby against Tatum. 5 to shoot. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Here's Reza Shea. And he wheels that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
Now here's Porzingis. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Pass to Reza Shea. Here's Buffkin. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. There's the 3. He doesn't hit that one.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
The pure skill and agility of Tatum on full display. To be able to beat the foul and still get his bucket.
And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates, is a big part of it.
Here's Buffkin. Down low. Here's Reza Shea.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
MP kicks to Brown. Kicks it out to MP. Brown gets a screen from Yang. Jacks up a 3. They get the rebound. It's White on the wing. MP dishes to White. Nice ball movement by Boston. On the wing, Brown. Hasn't made one yet.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Now here's Tatum. He had 15 points last outing. Back to MP. Here's Buffkin. Guarded by Tatum. Here's Okongwu. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's on Porzingis.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Hawks shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And they shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts. 81%.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at Boston. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time. Sitting in first place right now and not looking like they are going to be slowing down at all. And, of course, the Hawks. They have a lot of ground to make up.
And right now for the Hawks, they had much bigger things in mind when the season started. They didn't think of themselves as a middle-of-the-road club, but right now that's where they are.
Yeah, they wanted to accomplish more this season, but things haven't quite worked out. Some bad breaks along the way.
And so it's Atlanta with it. After Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Buffkin. Here's Shea. Bangs home the trifecta. Shea has got 7.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
MP finds Tatum. MP sets the screen for Tatum. Off target from three-point range.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Anunoby against Tatum. Pass to Buffkin. Over White. Buffkin, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
MP outside. Over in the corner, Brown. He's looking for MP and finds him, and that one is good. MP's got his second basket.
Despite his youth, MP's showing grown man strength.
The Hawks have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Oh, Anunoby in position.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. MP in the last game against the Pistons was outstanding. He finished with 70 points, and he dominated the glass all night, ripping down 20 boards. And those are big numbers he put up. It's hard to match, but he'll be aiming high again tonight. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious. He was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Celtics trail by 3. Outside Tatum. Back to MP. Here's Porzingis. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Here's Shea. He's covered by Brown. Rebound Boston. And what an entertaining group this team has been this season. These guys don't just win. They win big.
Yeah, their margin of victory for the season is over 12 points a game. That means some nights they're winning by 20, 30 or more. And the key is they're doing it with consistency. These guys will not take their feet off the gas, and that's part of what makes them so fun to watch.
Davis is checked in for the Celtics. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Atlanta. Here's Shea. He's covered by Brown. Pass to Buffkin. Okongwu a screen. The three. Buffkin, no good.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
These Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Here's Buffkin, following the basket by Jaylen Brown. From past the arc, Porzingis with the rebound.
Well, this has been a frustrating night for him, still without any points.
MP passes to White. Back to MP. Pass to Davis. The Celtics working the ball around now. Brown kicks to MP. A three ball. Atlanta with the rebound.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Reed with it. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Superb focus from Reed. He excels at using his strength to push through contact inside.
Brown finds MP. And Davis now top of the key. A putback. It's good on the putback. And the Celtics lead by 3. Atlanta's gone. Just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Here's Buffkin. Rebound by the Celtics. MP's got his 5th rebound in this one.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
White dishes to MP. Outside, Porzingis down to 5 on the shot clock. And then Brown with the dunk.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
The Hawks trail by 5. There's 1:54 left in the first quarter. Knocked loose. Okongwu with a screen on Brown. Shea with it. He's picked up by White. And it's Shea missing.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Here's Buffkin, covered by MP. Brown, and that time also a missed shot.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
MP passes to Porzingis. Back to MP. Porzingis sets the pick for MP. And it's Brown missing.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Pass to Okongwu. Here's Buffkin. Five on the clock. Shea with it. He's covered by Brown from 12 feet out. And Shea, the bucket on the assist by Okongwu. Shea's got 9.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Now White. MP kicks to White. Screen by Porzingis. White dishes to MP. Davis in the corner. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got 4 rebounds now tonight. And so it's MP making things happen for the Boston Celtics. He made his mark in a big way on the boards in that quarter. We've got more in store for you right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard, and they are physical.
We've got Griffin. Tatum out there with Davis. Then it's MP. And it's Pritchard in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Stan, as you know, in past years, Peyton Pritchard had always wanted a starting role. Now, more opportunity, and he has responded.
Yeah, Kevin, he's very competitive and certainly deserving of rotation minutes. He is just now entering his prime.
Now, here's Anunoby. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. Here's Freed. And it's MP with the rebound. MP's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Tatum. Oh, what strength and power from Tatum.
Yeah, there's that added strength of Tatum really helping him down low.
Mitchell kicks the foul. Over MP. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Powell's got his first bucket of the night. Celtics leading by 8. Right side, Griffin. MP finds Davis. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pritchard passes to MP. And the dunk by MP.
Oh, what a move by MP. Just relentlessly attacking the rim.
The Hawks trail by 10. Mitchell with it. 23 points his last outing. Pass to Reed. Over Davis. And Davis sends it back. Here's Pritchard. Yang. MP on the follow. MP's got the lead up to 12 now for the Celtics.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Powell. And Davis pulls it down. The Celtics have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Griffin can't get it to go in. For Atlanta, they've gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 14. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Boston.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
A three-pointer is right on target.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Pritchard passes to MP. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Teams that make their free throws, they're so tough down the stretch. Let's check out the best. Number 1, the Celtics.
You can't be careless when you play them. I mean, no wasted opportunities at the line. It's a team effort, and they're getting it done.
And the Celtics making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Mobley's checked in.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. D.A., we thank you for that.
Reed showing off his power. Reed gave the dunk everything he had.
MP finds Porzingis. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 5 assists tonight.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now, here's Mitchell. No scoring in this one. Reed with a screen for Mitchell. Pass to Baldwin. Porzingis with the block.
What a swat by the big man Porzingis. You always have to be careful shooting when he's lurking. He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for Atlanta. They trail by 16. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip. Back to Mobley. Well, Stan, as a former coach, I imagine it has to be hard for you to watch basketball as a fan.
Well, it is. It's very hard, almost impossible. I'm almost always watching from a coach's standpoint, an X and O standpoint. But I will say, even when I was standing on the sidelines, NBA players are so good that you have fan moments even while you're coaching.
It seems like every game we see something we've never seen before, right?
I can remember turning around to my assistants and saying, can you believe that?
And Atlanta calls their first timeout of the game. And some changes here for the Celtics. Brown is checked in for Davis. And Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. Here's Shea. He's covered by Brown. Now Shea. He's got 9. Here's Buffkin. The Hawks again can't hit.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Brown. White covering. Pass to Shea from downtown. Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Shea. Atlanta again missing.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities you have to convert.
Here's Buffkin. He has yet to score. No good there. Good defense by MP.
Well, he hasn't made a shot, and his team is losing. Time to find another solution.
MP on the follow.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Well, it was the Hawks winning their last game against the Wizards. Out to the right wing. Okongwu against Porzingis. After Shea. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Hawks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And he makes the first. Davis is checked in for Boston. And a change for the Hawks. OG Anunoby's checked in for Reed. Now, here's MP. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Here's Brown. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
There are so many different roles Jaylen Brown can take on for his team.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. Free throw good from Brown. Something we're used to seeing here in the NBA, Coach. Retired players being critical of the younger generations. What's your assessment?
I think it's unfortunate, Kevin. I really do. I think the approach should more be from the retired players. They should have an appreciation of what they built and really enjoy the accomplishments of the current players. And then on the other hand, the current players need to look back and respect the foundation that those former players built for them.
Here's Davis following the three by Atlanta. Count that bucket. 16 points for MP.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
Okongwu with the elbow. Pass to Anunoby. Back to Okongwu. Here's Brown. The Hawks working the ball around. And here is Anunoby. Shot clock at 5. Okongwu with the screen for Anunoby.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
The Hawks trail by 17. The high post shot, 2 points. That one goes. Anunoby's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, he got to his spot in the mid-range, and that's a shot he's going to make more often than not.
Shea with the steal. Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Buffkin. Finish off the break. Buffkin's got 7.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Now, here's Brown. 6 points for him. Drills it from outside. 9 points in the game so far.
This shot used to be a question mark for Brown coming into the league. Now you got to guard him from deep.
Anunoby outside. A minute 42 left to play here in the half. There's a screen. Pass to Brown. Just 4 to shoot. And here comes White, leading the fast break. And White with the stuff.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And Coach Derek White spent his first 4.5 seasons with the Spurs and Coach Greg Popovich, who did a lot to boost his confidence.
Yeah, Kevin, White was a late first-round pick. He's a humble guy, very hardworking. I don't even think he realized he could be this good. Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
MP sets the screen for Brown. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Shea.
And when you talk about Jaylen Brown, you have to bring up his two-way ability. He's a pure scorer who can also guard the opposing best wing. There aren't a lot of guys like Brown in the league.
The Hawks trail by 17. Brown, the pass to Okongwu. Pass to Brown. To the paint. Here's Shea. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on Jaylen Brown.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Celtics leading by 14. Davis dishes to MP. There's 18 seconds left in the first half. Brown gets a screen from Yang. Shot from 16. Brown's shot is good. Brown's got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, you got to know the scouting report on Brown. He's solid cashing in from the mid-range.
Here's Shea. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Boston with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. Well, tonight they've had in terms of their shooting, everything dropping in for them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Welcome to halftime. Let's start with MP. He has been fantastic.
Man, MP is putting on a show. He's taking over all those skills. How about them apples, Shaq?
The man's a beast flexing. As for apples, maybe they're in an apple pie. Get it?
Oh, forget it.
Now it's time to check in on how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
Acclimating to the league is not that easy. These guys are already accepting the challenges and the rigors of the NBA, and they're crushing it. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I'm curious to see which rookie might take even another step and separate himself from the pack. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. And so in the game for the Hawks, they've got OG Anunoby. Also, Okongwu is out there. And it's Reza Shea in at the small forward spot. The Hawks have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. Stan, we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there's so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. You know, let's take Jokic, for example. If you play him one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double-team him, send the second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Stan?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
Boston leading by 15. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. The Hawks working the ball around. Here's Buffkin. The rebound by the Celtics. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds in the game. And here's Tatum for 3. Buffkin with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Reza Shea with it. He's covered by Brown. Pass to Buffkin. Shot clock at 6. Reza Shea with it. He's got 14. He can't hit that time.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And here's Tatum for 3. Boston again missing.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors. Starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Pass to Reza Shea. Back to Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Yeah, the score is also the result of quality defense. These teams are almost doing more on that end.
The Hawks trail by 13. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Pass to Reza Shea. Here's Buffkin. Covered by MP. Anunoby, no good. Celtics leading by 13. Brown outside. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Brown's got 15.
Yeah, and they're able to get their first bucket of the second half after 4 straight misses.
Here's Reza Shea. He's covered by Brown. Pass to Okongwu. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
3 points.
Okongwu's now got 5 points now in the quarter. Outside Tatum. Now here's Porzingis, covered by Okongwu. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. 9 points in the game so far. The Hawks trail by 15. Here's Buffkin. 8 points for him. And Reza Shea, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, is that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And the conversation for Porzingis, coach, tends to always come back to health. And what a challenge that has been for him.
Yeah, Kevin, over his career, on average, he's missed about 30 games per season. But that's not an uncommon problem, as you know, for players who stand well over 7 feet tall.
Here's Buffkin. White covering. White with the defensive effort.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
The Hawks trail by 14. Pass to Okongwu. Up top, Anunoby. Here's Buffkin. Covered by MP. Okongwu a screen. The Hawks again can't hit.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Tatum no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
That pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Outside, White. Pass to Brown. Tatum against Anunoby. MP sets the screen for Tatum. Shoots over Anunoby. Atlanta with the rebound.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Here's Buffkin. 8 points for him. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
You know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game. Davis is checked in for White. MP kicks to Tatum. MP with a screen on Anunoby. There's Tatum's range on display.
Oh, boy. Tatum has ways to hurt you from every area on the floor.
Here's Reza Shea. He's covered by Brown. Here's Mitchell, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. You coach Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But you missed the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet. There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
Okongwu with a screen on Brown. Here's Reza Shea. Some solid defense from Brown. And so, MP will bring it up for Boston. They led by as many as 18 points.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Okongwu finds Reed. Over Porzingis. Reed misses. Celtics leading by 14. Here's Yang, and MP throws it down.
Another one for MP, giving the fans their money's worth here.
Atlanta's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. The Hawks again can't hit. Left side, Brown. They get it back. Porzingis, no good with the layup. The Hawks trail by 16.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Mitchell with the bounce pass. Fires for 3. Reed gets the bucket. Reed's got his third basket of the night right there.
Such a confident shooter. Reed was ready as soon as the ball got to him.
MP going right to the rim.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Anunoby outside. The Hawks working the ball around. Fades away. And it's good off the back rim and in. Reed's got 9.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
And given how tall Porzingis is, not many guys are going to block his shot, especially when he's this close.
And Reed throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. MP passes to Porzingis. And here's MP for 3. Brown right side. And it's Reza Shea with the rebound. Reza Shea's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Reed with a screen on Brown. Pass to Reed. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Well, good recognition there from Reed to realize that his best decision was to move the ball.
Austin making some changes. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Porzingis, and A.J. Griffin subbed in for Tatum. Hawks making a switch here. MP finds Finney-Smith. Back to MP. Pass to Brown. Second chance shot, and it's good on the way up. Brown's got 19 points.
Look, Brown's a great athlete. I love to see him work inside.
Reed in the post. Finney-Smith defending. Reed gets the bucket.
He's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Brown kicks to MP. Back to Brown. Powell pulls it in. The Hawks trail by 11. For 3, Mitchell. Rebounded by the Celtics. MPs. The Celtics shooting 35% or so in the third quarter. Whatever they're trying is not working. The Hawks shooting for the game at 42%. Mitchell kicks to Baldwin. Pass to Powell. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Brown outside. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Rebound, Boston. Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Stolen by Mitchell. Here's Powell. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. For Atlanta, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
Shooting for Atlanta.
That one is no good. MP against Mitchell. MP dishes to Griffin. Over Reed. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Boston going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. We've got MP. Jason Tatum is out there with Griffin. And there's Davis. And it's Pritchard in at the point. That's the Boston 5. 5 on the clock. Here's Powell. And Davis sends it back. And for the ball out of bounds, Davis touched it last. Here's Reed. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. And it's the Celtics with the ball. They led by as many as 18 points. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That'll be the second of 5 straight played at home. Stolen by Reed. And here is Powell. The 3. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
And tonight we've also seen a lot of great play from them inside. They've been consistent in terms of attacking the interior of this D.
Oh, MP makes it look easy.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Mitchell outside. Baldwin the pass to Reed. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Jason Tatum. Hey, Coach, what about Naz Reid after going undrafted back in 2019? He is really showing him, isn't he?
Well, Kevin, what a story. Uncommon skill level for a player of his size. He can shoot the ball. He can handle the ball. He's got a lot in his arsenal.
Gang passes to Pritchard. Right side, Griffin. The 3 from Tatum. Rebound, Atlanta.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Here's Mitchell. Atlanta again, missing.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
MP finds Davis. And Davis throws it down.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Reed misses. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. 9-point game. Offensive rebound. Pritchard passes to Griffin. From outside, off the mark.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Powell kicks to Mitchell. There's the pick. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Griffin passes to MP. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Oh, man, MP to be young again.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Mitchell kicks to Baldwin. Back to Mitchell. Here's Baldwin, defended by Griffin. MP against Powell. 4 on the clock. Pass to Reed. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the Hawks making a change here. Buffkin's checked in. Celtics leading by 9. To the middle. Here's Yang. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. And it's 29 points for MP.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Reed with a screen for Powell. Here's the teardrop. He takes it up and lays it in. Powell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Yang pass to Tatum. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another three to fall.
Stripped away. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Baldwin. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
And the speed of that transition score. From defense to offense, able to take advantage before they can get set.
Scooped up. Davis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The first free throw is good. So for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Baldwin. Reza Shea is coming in for Powell. And Christian Brown subbed in for Mitchell. Pass to Buffkin. Now here's Reed. Here's Brown. Okongwu with a screen on Davis. Reed misses.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Pritchard. Davis sets a screen with the shot. A shot by Pritchard, no good. Here's Buffkin, guarded by Tatum. Pass to Reed. Here's Brown. Knocks it loose. Okongwu with it. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Okongwu's now got 11 points here in just the second half. Outside Tatum. Back to MP. Tatum gets the screen from Yang. From deep. And Tatum the bucket on the assist by MP. MP's got 9 assists now tonight. Here's Buffkin. Reed the pass to Brown. It's 3-pointers off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Tatum against Reed. MP sets the screen for Griffin. The tray. Buffkin with the rebound. Buffkin's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Buffkin. Picked by Reed. Looking to end his cold spell. Buffkin with the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And here's Tatum for 3. Drops in the tray. Tatum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
Timeout, Hawks.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
Boston making some changes. Porzingis is checked in for Davis. Jaylen Brown comes in for A.J. Griffin. And it's White in for Pritchard. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Anunoby, he's checked in for Reed. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hi, guys. During the break, I was able to catch the message Atlanta's coach gave to his team. He said they played well in certain areas, but the lack of detail to the defensive boards has allowed their opponent too many second-chance opportunities. And that, he said, is the difference in this game. They have to get busy on the glass, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
Well, this is what you love to see. Porzingis attacking the rim.
Pass to Rizachet. Here's Bufkin. Tries it from the top of the key. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Celtics leading by 8. Now White. MP finds White. Took the opportunity when he saw it. 9 points for Jarrett White.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
Here's Bufkin. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on MP.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
So he gets them both. Boston's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
Even when Tatum isn't the shooter, he's dangerous. He can set others up to finish the job.
Here's Rizachet. He's covered by Brown. Rizachet with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes up from the top of the key. It's hauled in by MP. MP's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Outside Tatum. Back to MP. And MP throws it down.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring offense.
The free throw drops for Rizachet. And good on the second, so he makes them both. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Hang. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. MP's got 35.
And this is the thing about MP. He has the poise to take high percentage shots.
Here's Rizachet. He's covered by Brown. Now Rizachet. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. There's 1:54 left in the game. White, good.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Here's Rizachet. He's covered by Brown. 6 to shoot. Here's Bufkin. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Brown's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Boston.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season, will go down as their 48th win.
And this will be their 3rd win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all and was rewarded with a triple-double.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Davis is checked in for Porzingis. Griffin comes in for Brown. And it's Pritchard in for Derek White.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
Back to Mitchell. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the 4th. And so, MP will bring it up for the Celtics. 18-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. Mitchell outside. Here's Baldwin, guarded by Tatum. Baldwin the pass to Russell. To halt the run, buries the long-range jumper. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Here's Yang. Off with the layup. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that about wraps it up. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports.
They really thought they had a chance tonight.